and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Ozuna is under it. He's got it one away.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Stepping into the box, Jason Hayward. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And he held up in time, but it's strike three called, and there are two down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Smoked on the ground left side. A dive, and he knocks it down. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. And try as he might, but so striding forward now, Austin Riley. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Cold strike as the slider gets the outside corner. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
So now to the plate, Max Fried, as Darvish will jump ahead of him here with strike 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Swung right over the top of that one as this is a little dribbler out in front of the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They still try. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up one of the better clutch hitters on the landscape, David Bodie. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Slow curveball, 75 on the radar. It's 0-2.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you, and he's not afraid to walk you and hand it over to an AB against the pitcher.
Grounded to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, third baseman.
So 2 are gone now in the Cubs half of the third. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike 1. Liner into right center. That's a base hit. So Anthony Rizzo will have a chance to bat this inning following the base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now.
He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
And there he goes towards second, and he fouls this one off. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pache is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
Here's a huge swing by Acuna and a drive to deep left. Gone to lead off the inning.
Well, if you're going to get your first hit of the game, you might as well do it with a bang. He thought he could squeeze one past him, but he thought wrong.
Freddie Freeman will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Wow, throw a 10 over it and bring out the clowns. Look like a 3-ring circus out there. One outfielder mistimes his jump and the ball gets past him. His buddy has to back him up and get the ball in. A good thing, too. Otherwise, it could have been a triple or even an inside the Parker.
1-1 the count now. And it's fouled away.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Travis d'Arnaud is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Has a look, now the pitch. Swung on and missed. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. From the stretch. Squared that one up just a little late.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one.
Oh, no, that hit him. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. Freeman on third with 2 out. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Braves able to tie things up on this home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up, all tied at 1-1. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Javier Baez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's in time. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base. First pitch of the at-bat. Kyle Schwarber will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
Not shocked by their aggressive nature at the plate today, but they got to change their MO if they're going to compete in this one.
Swing and a hard liner to center field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. Popped up. Freeman in foul ground. And that's the second out of the inning. Here's Jason Hayward now, runner in scoring position with Sagan. First offering on its way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. Riley is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2. And that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Strike 2 called on the inner half, 0-2 now.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
Wow, talk about mowing him down. How about 2 strikeouts on 6 pitches? He isn't messing around, and these last 2 batters have had no answer for what he's throwing up there.
Christian Pache is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, and the beat goes on. That's number 8.
Fouled off. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ballgame, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. He told me that they've been way too aggressive on the first pitch of the at-bat. And while he doesn't necessarily condemn that if it's leading to hits, that's clearly not the case right now. Over 80% of their at-bats have started with a swing on the first pitch, and a lot of those have resulted in swinging misses or outs, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. Now at the plate, David Bodie. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
The windup and the 0-1. Check swing grounder to the right side. Throw on to first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home 5th.
The pitcher, number 11.
Digging in, Yu Darvish. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Line to the right side. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
He came to play today. Not just only on the bump right there. He's throwing the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
Now a bunt attempt here. This is foul for the first strike. Hit on the ground to third. Reined in. Over to Albies covering at second, and that'll do it. Into the box, Max Fried. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
That evens it up 1-1.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
1-2 now to the Braves pitcher. Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Ronald Acuna is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. And he'll continue this roll he's on. Make it 6 strikeouts in a row. Gracious, 2 away. He's set and the pitch. Freddie Freeman's at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
Yanked on the ground down the line. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo.
The first baseman, Anthony.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Like that pitch there, lefty on lefty matchup, curveball away to a lefty, smart pitch.
In the air now out to left field. Ozuna is under it, 1 down. Now at the plate, Javier Baez. He was a ground out victim last time up. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. 1 run, 5 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Into the corner and slicing foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, this ball is hammered to deep center field. Into the bleachers and gone. Solo home run there for Javi Baez, and the Cubs move out ahead 2-1.
I know all home runs count the same, but that one went a little bit farther than most. That's what he does. A power hitter with a challenge fastball is going to go a long way when he's on his game.
Now batter, the left fielder, Kyle.
At the plate, Kyle Schwarber. And right away, he's baffled by the breaking ball that time. It's strike 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
From a batter's perspective, you swing through 2 breaking balls. You know he's trying to push the throttle and pull it a little bit. You have to tell yourself, I can't be too ultra aggressive and try and get the head out. I have to work the ball up the middle the other way to stay back on the off speed, but be ready for the fastball.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. High and deep to center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Behind 0-2 now. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. On to first, and a big out to start the 7th. 1 gone.
Now batting.
Digging in, Travis d'Arnaud. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch.
Well, he got the leadoff guy in the inning on a ground out, and now he's 0-2 to start this at bat. He looks.
A drive that's got a chance, and that ball is gone to tie it. These guys don't want to go away. This game is all knotted up. So up steps Ozzie Albies. Popped him up.
Second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now. Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. No hits to this point. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. Braves able to tie. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. Fouled away. A windup and the 0-1. And he pops it up back behind second base. Swanson will wait on it. 1 down.
Now batting, the center fielder.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Hit on the ground to short. Swanson brings it in. And there are 2 away now. Digging in once again, David Bodie. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. To third. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game. At the plate, Austin Riley. He'll begin things here against Yu Darvish. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, it's always key getting early strikes in a count. This guy's been awesome at it so far. More than 70% of his first pitches have been in the strike zone.
And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up. This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Nick Markakis will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. 0-1 the count. From the stretch. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Markakis, a 36-year-old veteran. He's in the midst of his 14th major league season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, Matty, to play 14 years in the big leagues, without question, I can't tell you what this guy's seen. Add in the minor league stops, he's seen every corner of this nation right here. He's been on buses, he's been on charter planes. He's seen every part of what baseball has to offer.
Now a swing, and this ball is crushed straight away center field. Center fielder looking up. Gone! And that 2-run home run delivers an 8th inning lead. Acuna digs in now. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Fastball called for strike 2. 4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Breaking ball called just a bit low. Swung on and hit in the air again, deep down the left field line. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Got him, and that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
Hayward is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But 2 in the inning. Shane Green was on to pitch out of the bull. Leading off the inning, Darvish, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Oh, a hard hit ball that'll be caught over there at first. Well, he got a lot of that ball, but nothing to show for it to start the home eighth.
Now batting, third baseman,
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant as he rips it on the ground to second. Albies picks it up, and there's out number 2. Now to the plate, Anthony Rizzo. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Good cut fastball that time, and he's in control now, 0-2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Check swing and a pop-up now to the left side. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the... Here's Marcell Ozuna. He'll start things off in the top of the ninth as they look for a little insurance. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Schwarber is there. One quick out to start inning number 9. Digging in and looking for more, Travis d'Arnaud. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip. 0-1 count. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far as he's had a whale of a ball game.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Ozzie Albies stands in as he looks at a called strike. Here comes the 0-1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2.
And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. Down in order go the Braves, but they still lead this one 4-2. Mark Melanson. Comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth. Javier Baez will stand in yet again as we flash it back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Oh, and he turns another one around here. And his fine ball game will continue. Give him another home run. We've seen these squads go yards 6 times now today. This game has developed into an absolute slugfest, huh, guys?
Dan, I can only speak from my own past experiences. When the flags are blowing out, you want as many at-bats as you can, and that's exactly what's happened. This ball's jumping at him.
You know, D-Roll, this is always a nightmare for a pitcher. Not only is this a good hitting ballpark, but the wind blows out on top of it. This is the last place you want to be a pitcher at.
On to first, so a good bounce-back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul.
Swanson picks it up.
Throw on to first gets him, and that means the Cubs are down to their final out now. Cubs are down to their final out now, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Center fielder giving chase. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Atlanta Braves came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Max Fried earns the victory on the mound. Yu Darvish was dominant on his way to 17 strikeouts, but is still tagged with the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon: for the victorious Atlanta Braves, 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and they left 1 man on base. For the Cubs, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors, they left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 1 minute.